Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but today we're going to be doing some of the My Team career videos. Sadly, I did lose the recording for Australia and Baku. I did try to fight to get them back, but I couldn't find them. Somehow they were lost in the editing file on the PlayStation, but not to worry. Just looking at some of the upgrades we could bring in for the rest of the season. Hopefully we do have a couple of research points with us. I think I am going to go with no, I can't because there is already an upgrade going on in the facility. Just looking through some of the upgrades. We're not going to do any upgrades this weekend. Actually, maybe we're going to go back to the upgrade section, just having a wee bit more of a look. I did contemplate about doing the tyre. I did look at the monocoque, but I'm not going to do it. But now looking at compete the driver market, just looking at season results there, you can see there, even though I did lose recording, it was a DNF through to Miami. Sorry, lost Miami as well. DNF, and DNF. No points just yet, but hopefully with a new livery, which does look spectacular, I do have to say, with the red and the black and the wee bits of the white being the logos, the driver number, and our sponsors. But now we've got a personnel activity. We are going to accept it and boost our second driver's acclaim by thousands. But now look, going back to the R&D, that failed. So I'm not, for some reason, looking at it and editing, I didn't go for that one. I went for the bottom one, the floor suspension system. Hopefully that increased our rear downforce just a wee bit more. But now let's go to the Prix hot lap here in Imola. We are going to go for the Pirelli hot lap here in Imola just to get some extra cash in the team, try and get and use that extra cash to look at facilities and hopefully extend our contract with Awasa. Maybe even look for a different driver. It depends how the rest of the season goes up until Austria. But now we do have an average speed zone challenge here. I did take this corner a wee bit too wide and then getting on the accelerator way too early, and I did get disqualified from the first section of it, but hopefully I can do better for the second section. You can see my F1 World get up there. You can see the Matt Verstappen Miami helmet and the Connor Sport overalls. But now for our second speed zone try. Here we are going to get up into fifth just before we go into the long left hander. Hopefully the weekend isn't rainy as our car, as the Miami GP, which I did lose the recording for. It was a wet race and the car does not look good in the wet. It's the traction that doesn't look good, as I don't get the lap disqualified there somehow. But now the car's starting to squabble on the exit of that horseshoe. Now just on the run down into chicane, is going to be 88.60 miles per hour there, just above the bronze time, the bronze speed in this speed zone challenge. But hopefully we can beat it on this lap, taking this corner but a wee bit drifty there as it go a lot wide, get disqualified again. But that is that. We do get bronze time, 25k. It's not that much, but it's something. But now going to quick practice for the weekend. Looking at this practice one, looking at that bundle there with the rear downforce and the engine power doesn't work. Weight reduction, can this work? No, nothing's working in the first practice program, but I am going to try and go for the weight reduction once again. It does work that time, but we don't have any more time for it anymore. Yeah, we do. We are going to try this one though. I don't know if it's successful. It is successful. We do get a bit of a chassis upgrade, doesn't really matter. Now going on to practice 2. Now we're going to try and complete this practice program. 13 minutes, that didn't work. 7 minutes, hopefully this works. I don't want to spend 15 minutes trying to get something and it doesn't work. Now I'm going to have to go and try and do 7 minutes. Again, it does work. It was probably a big waste of time. I could have got other stuff done, but at least we got something out of it. But now going in to practice 3, gonna try with the drag reduction. That is going to fail, which is not the best. We're gonna go and try with the engine power, and that is successful, which is an upside to practice 3. Looking at the drag reduction, that works as well. Trying to get more resource points into the team. That is successful, and that is as much as we can do right now for practice 3. But oh, never mind. 3 minutes 20 seconds. Can we just get it? No, we can't. But 10 seconds left of practice, and that is going to be that for practice. Now, just looking at some of the upgrades we could possibly bring into the weekend. We are pretty high up in the R&D section of the table. On paper, we do have quite a fast car, but actual race pace doesn't seem the best. Seems sorry, 1 lap pace doesn't seem the best. It does look better over a period of time, but we are going to find that out now as we do go into qualifying here in Imola, getting our helmet on, getting prepared to go in to the lap. But now, sitting in a car, we are going to fast forward just a wee bit. I like to do this, let the track warm up and then go for a lap. Just letting everybody go out, letting the track rubber up. And it's going to be a sunny race, which is good. Here is going to be a full sunny weekend, except from that Thursday hot lap that we did. But here we go for our lap. It is a good it does the car does feel good as we go into the first chicane. Now braking, the car turns in pretty well. The handling does feel good. It doesn't feel as good as I've been getting used to driving the more powerful cars in F123 of the likes of the Red Bull for some other videos which are in the process of being edited and getting up to you, like GP weekend, which is going to come out on Sunday. But now crossing the line, as it was a good first sector, and it is a okay lap up to 20th from 20 seconds. Could have done better, but it's all about could have. If you don't get it right in F1, could have been this, could have been that, but it could be this, as we are about 2 tenths up on our time. We only have 25% of our ERS left. I don't know if I am going to go for this push lap. I am thinking about it, but with the ERS it is draining low. I don't think it's the best idea, but we are about 2 tenths up on a lap, so maybe it is a better idea. But I did go for another lap as I went, as I didn't go with it, as I did go back into the pits. But now it is going to be an okay first couple of turns, but Tsunoda is just sitting there. Don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was trying to get my way. We do get a slipstream from Guan Yu Zhou at the end of Q1. This is going to be our final run in Q1. We get past Alexander Albon. We don't get a slipstream from him, but we're 5 tenths down on our time. But now by the end of the lap, we're about 3 tenths up on our time. I don't know how we've done this. We are going to cross the line 4 tenths up on our time. We're going to go up into 17th, and that is just not enough. 1 tenth away from being 15th, and it's just not enough to get us up into Q2 just yet. But this might be actually our final run, as we're 4 tenths up on our time, and this could be the gold mine we need here in Imola. Could we maybe get through into Q2 and hopefully go for a higher qualifying position, and maybe have a chance of finally getting points here in our My Team career mode. But now at the end of the lap, 3 tenths up on our time, sorry, but it's going to go down to 2 tenths, and we're just going to keep on dropping down because at ERS we're going to cross the line. We are going to finish qualifying in 19th place. We're going to be knocked out in Q1, and it is going to be a rebuild job if we're going to look to get any sort of satisfaction from this race. Starting 19th, can we maybe, just maybe, get up into the points, as Oscar Piastri does seal the top 10. Alexander Albon gets through. Kevin Magnussen doesn't, just beating us, so that's going to puts down in our rivalry category and against Kevin Magnussen. As you can see there, he gets both checks and gets a jump ahead in the rival standings. But now through to the race.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Russell, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Albon, Stroll, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Iceman, De Vries, Sargent, and Ayumu Iwasa. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers are able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
Well, now starting on the grid, there's not going to be no formation lap. I should have actually done that. But looking at the fuel, going to turn that down just a wee bit, try and make our car a wee bit lighter so we can fly at the cars in front and hopefully get a point here in Imola. I don't know if we will, but it is all about what ifs and how well you can drive the car. But here we go now, just keeping the car in red. 5 red lights are on and 5 red lights are out. It's an okay start for me. No squabbling on the back end, which is good, as the getaways on this game are a lot easier than F1 22. We're going to go to the outside. There's going to be a massive door just opened up for us, and we're going to go right up into 13th. This is on 12th on the first lap, which is amazing. Going through the first chicane here in Imola, as there was just a massive big open door. I don't know why anybody would have left that open, but they did, and we do get through. Oscar Piastri is going to try and fight us back. We're going to go up the inside of Valtteri Bottas, and it is an electric start for us here in Imola. Oscar Piastri is going to try and get the traction and try and overtake us as we go into the left-hander, but he can't get alongside us as we go for the left-hander. We go a wee bit wide. That's going to give them the opportunity to get alongside us. We're going to squeeze him just a wee bit. We're going to keep the inside line, squeeze him just a wee bit. He can't get through. We're going to keep 11th place on this first lap. Going to try and attack Esteban Ocon in the Alpine. I don't know if we have the pace to attack the Alpines, but hopefully we can, if we get past Esteban Ocon, we can hold on to 10th place maybe, as the car does seem like it does have a lot of pace here in Imola, and it does look like it suits our car just a wee bit more with the slower turns in the longer straights. But now with ERS, we're just going to deploy as much as we can, as I think Ocon is going to try and go for the move on his teammate. He is going to try and go for the move on his teammate. He's going to try and go right round the outside. We're going to just stay behind him. We are going to get a good run on Pierre Gasly on the exit of this left-hander, and we are going to get past Pierre Gasly, and now can we go and try and attack Esteban Ocon as we go through the horseshoe now, as Pierre Gasly is very close behind us here in Imola, and it has been a good race so far. Getting away from the line was really good, but apart from that, we have we went from 19th to 10th, which is pretty good on the first 2 laps of this race. But now skipping ahead to lap 4, as Oscar Piastri is going to try and attack us, sorry, not me, on the outside. He was gonna try and take them points away from us on lap 4 just now. We do hold on to it. There was a wee bit of squabble there, but we do hold on to 10th place on lap 4 of this race. Skipping ahead a bit into lap 4, we're going to let him by, and we are going to do a Max Verstappen tactical thinking. He is going to nudge into us though on the outside, and we're not going to pull off the tactical thinking I was going to do. I was going to let Oscar Piastri through before that white line there, and so I could get DRS on him before, on the main straight of this lap. We aren't going to get DRS. Oscar Piastri is going to get DRS, and I'm going to have to deploy ERS for my life if I want to hold on to this 10th place here in Imola. Oscar Piastri is going to try and go around the outside, but up the inside of the first chicane. Pierre Gasly is going to try and join in the party. I'm going to go for the move, just making it, keeping it within the white lines. No contact with Oscar, and I am going to get up into 10th and keep 10th on lap 5 of this race. Skipping ahead to lap 6 of this race, I am going to let Oscar by here, not Pie. And we are going to try and just stick with him through the chicane, and we are going to do this tactical thinking. We'll let him by before the white line and just stick with him through this section, as the car does a decent pace in the slipstream of that McLaren. We do get DRS on Oscar Piastri though, and we're going to fly past, hopefully past him before the chicane, because I don't want to make a risky dive bomb into the chicane. Pierre Gasly is going to try and join in the party. I'm going to get past Oscar before the chicane. We do hold on to 10th place on the 7th lap of this race. Now skipping ahead a bit on to lap 8 of this race now. Oscar's going to get DRS. I thought it was further ahead of him than I thought, than I actually was, but I am going to just go for that gap. He does shut it a wee bit. We do have a wee bit of tyre banging. Now Lance Stroll's going to get up in the fight, and he is going to move up into 12th, passing Pierre Gasly, as he's been on quite the race, Lance Stroll has. But now on lap 8 of this race, we are going to pit on lap 12 of this race, and hopefully I hold on to 10th place by that time. But as I say that, Oscar Piastri goes right round the outside of me. As we go down into the horseshoe, I am going to try and get alongside him as he shuts the door, almost contact with him there to go for the left hander now. But I do get DRS on Oscar Piastri, which is going to be absolutely magical as we go down the straight now. Lance Stroll's going to be right up my gearbox. Pierre Gasly's going to be right up Stroll's gearbox as well, but I'm going to be right up the gearbox of Oscar. I am going to go right round the outside of Oscar even before the chicane, so I don't have to worry about him attacking me back into the chicane. We do hold on to 10th place on, I think that was the 8th lap of this race. On lap 12 now, just more of a check-up lap, but because of all the pitting, I am going to momentarily move up to 5th. I did think about the dive bomb on Max, but I didn't want to go for anything too risky. But now thinking about it, that could have boosted our chances to get points just a wee bit more if we got ahead of Max. I probably wasn't going to keep the position for too much longer, but it is an extra place to come in to the pits on lap 12 of this race, and it is going to be hopefully a fast pit stop, but nobody knows as we go into the countdown now, as we get a good turn in near enough right on the dot. 2.5 seconds our pit stop is going to be here in Imola. It is a good pit stop. We do come out ahead of Gasly, which is good. Ocon goes up into 10th on the hard compounded tyre, but for the final 10 laps I am going to go on to the soft compounded tyre, which I don't know why nobody else is doing. Does seem like the best strategy, does seem like the fastest way to get around the track, going from mediums to softs, but everybody else went medium to hards, so maybe I've missed out on a trick here in this race. But hopefully I can close the gap to Bottas and Albon, as they've already pitted, and that is a 3-car train there, and that will get me up into the points hopefully. Hopefully. Now moving on to lap 14 of this race. Guan Yu Zhou is going to try and go right around the outside of me. He does go right around the outside of me though. We do move up into, we do stay in 14th place. I'm going to dive down the inside of Zhou, and I'm going to try and chase after his teammate Valtteri Bottas, who up into 13th, and them 3 cars ahead of us could boost us up into the points. But as I say that, catching up to them on lap 17 of this race. I'm going to dive down the inside. The door was open, the gap was open. I go for the gap and I get past Valtteri Bottas up into 12th. And now can we try and chase after Alexander Albon and Lance Stroll to get the points here in Imola, and it is looking promising, and it does look like we have the pace to go on to get the points here in Imola, deploying just a wee bit ERS to try and stick with them as much as we can as we go down the main straight now. Now on lap 19 of this race, Alexander Albon and Lance Stroll are right beside each other as they go into the first chicane. I'm going to hang back, try and get the best line I can. I'm going to try and follow Alexander Albon through, but it doesn't work out. Lance Stroll gets the position back as they don't switch positions at all. I am going to try and go up the inside of Albon. It does work, and we are up into 11th, and now chasing after Lance Stroll for 10th. Can we maybe just go on to get points here in Imola? Now moving on to lap 20 of this race, we do have DRS on Lance Stroll, and I'm going to dive down the inside. There's contact between me and Lance Stroll, but it is as clean as it possibly could get without him turning in on me. And we are up into 10th, and now as Valtteri Bottas did look like he was attacking Lance Stroll there. Lance Stroll hangs on to 11th. We are up into 10th, and this might be the saving grace that we needed to boost or jumpstart the points finishes here in our My Team career mode after a disappointing Australia, Miami and Azerbaijan. We are up into the points, and hopefully we can hang on to this until the checkered flag here in this race in Imola. But now going on to lap 22 of this race, Lance Stroll's going to have DRS as he breezes past me, and oh no, this is not good because there's no more DRS straights in the lap except from the main straight, and I don't think I'll be close enough to overtake him unless I'm right on his gearbox. But now this whole lap is just about to try and catch up to Lance Stroll and maybe steal 10th place back, but as we come around the final turn now, it isn't going to be enough. My push lap wasn't going to be enough. We are going to cross the line in 11th, so agonisingly close. 2 points here in Imola, just too slow. 4 points, but we did put a good performance in from 19th to 11th. We do get driver of the day though, which is a boost, but apart from that, I'm so close to getting points for the first time in this My Team career mode.
Victory they've managed to pull off here. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick and after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Well, Max Verstappen wins the Imola GP, and that is one of the new animations for winning a race here in F1 23. Max Verstappen wins, obviously, because of how fast the Red Bull is here in F1. There's Helmut Marko. I think that is next to him. Definitely looks like him. Well, definitely looks what the game maybe looked to do with him. But I'm pretty sure Helmut Marko has a wee bit more of a head full of hair. But I do hope you enjoyed that race so far. It was a good race. As looking at our podium pass, we do level up to 25, level 25, which is pretty decent here in this My Team career modes. But apart from that, it's been an okay race. It's not been the best, but I do hope this could maybe jumpstart our points, maybe start to score points here in our My Team career mode. Max wins from Sergio Perez, and George Russell closes the top 3. Looking at the rest of the grid, our teammate does finish 19th. Doesn't look like our teammate does have the pace right now that we are showing or showed in that race, but I do hope you enjoyed the race is probably one of my favourite races of my team career modes season so far, because we got so agonisingly close to points in Imola. But hopefully next time in Monaco, we can maybe hunt 4 points. But Monaco is going to be really difficult, as it is a very tight and windy circuit. But apart from that, just looking at some of the other stuff that we could possibly do, looking at some of the new sponsors that we can get, because we've reached level 5 in the acclaim. We are looking at the 5 different drivers. Doesn't look like the best, but I think because of the pace we showed there, I don't know if this would be being a wee bit too over enthusiastic, but I did go for the signing of finishing the top 12 or over. But I do hope that we can go and do this. But now looking at the sponsors decals, we are going to look through them, see where we could put some of the new sponsors. But apart from that, we are just going to go for a 1 2 3 4 type style. Whatever the last one was, then we'll do the opposite for the next one. But apart from that, it was a good race in Imola. I hope you guys find it as a good race as well. Sitting in the comfort of your home, so I was kind of stressing out about if we were going to get points. But except from that, I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time for Monaco. And hopefully I don't lose the recording for that either, and that will be a whole storm if I do. But I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for Monaco.